Hello y'all, welcome back to another video. Today we will be weathering a TTX boxcar, specifically one of the recent releases from Aurora Miniatures. To get started, here's everything you're gonna need. You need, of course, paintbrush. A few paintbrushes. In this case, I'll be using this one to do the weathering, since we're not doing a lot of weathering. And graffiti. Need assortment of pens, paint pens. This will be for the graffiti we do later on. An X-Acto knife. Blue painter's masking tape. As seen right here, I've used quite a bit of this stuff. Q-tips, in case things get messy. Some water to go with the Q-tips. A screwdriver. In this case, I'm using my BNSF railway screwdriver. Some paint. In this case, I'm using burnt umber. And of course, you can't weather a car without the car itself. Here it is. Let's see, there's a nice amount of detail. I did weather this car a bit. As seen right here, we've already done the roof. But this is mostly for the side of the car. I'll make a dedicated video to weathering the roof. Also scenery here. This is what the other side looks like. So we'll be weathering this side. So here's the car we will be going off of. If I can get this to focus. There we go. So the car will be going off of. Yes, I do know. Just different logo. However, it's the same kind of car with the singular door on both sides. It's just one door. It's not double door boxcar like the TTX boxcars we're used to seeing. But it's a good car to go with, since it has the big graffiti on one side and small tags on the other side, so we will be covering both. To get started, we're going to remove the trucks from the bottom of the car. On the Aurora trucks, there's these on the bottom. Yes, I know the bottom detail's been damaged, but just remove those. See, those are covering the screws. And I like to have a space to put these extremely small and somewhat delicate parts. The truck covers, the truck wheel covers are especially delicate. Let's remove that. And we will set these aside for later. Now we got our car with the trucks on. Next up, we will be masking the car, specifically the reporting marks. I do not recommend using blue painter's masking tape, as this stuff bleeds. However, because we're not airbrushing or spray painting, and we're just dry brushing, this will be fine. No, my arm is not the best today. It's fairly sore right now, so we're not going to get fast out of this car, but we will do our best. In this case, I got T-box or FBOX 504823. I'm not sure if these are in stock or not. I will check after this video, after I'm done recording. If they're still in stock, I'll link it down below. Although you do not have to do it on a TTX boxcar, you can realistically use this technique on any boxcar you want in terms of graffiti. In this case, I'm going off of another car, and that car being FBOX 506652. anything, but we are masking some of these reporting marks towards the bottom of the car. Go ahead and show y'all once we're done masking. Alright, moving on to the bottom of the car, we are going to be doing some of the kick-up spray. These cars usually get kick-up spray as well as some of the underside weathering. These usually get it here where the wheel splatter from the trucks. And you guessed it, we're going to be dry brushing again. Usually much more finer, but my paintbrushes are kind of crap, so we're not going to get this effect too well, but this is truly an effect. We're also going to dry brush some of the underside equipment, such as the air cylinder, and we will see that towards the end. Paint here. Get it to how I want it. Really far back from the splatter, which I want. So you can see just like that. We've accomplished the kick-up spray. As with any weathering job, you want to clean the trucks, and to do that, I'm going to grab some Q-tips. And what you're going to do is clean the wheel. next step, and my personal favorite step, is we're going to be doing graffiti. Graffiti is also a fairly difficult part of weathering. It takes a lot of skill to do, but I've been doing this for a while. I've got this card here. This was some of my early graffiti, and you can see it's kind of meh. But fast forward to like a year or two later, and we got something like this. Something that's nothing short of fairly convincing. It's that Walter's mainline car that we're using. Sorry, that's a Walter's mainline car there. Anyways, as mentioned, we will be going off of FBOX 50, 66, 52. So it's still in the number range. It still starts with 50. Again, still within the car number. Unfortunately, most manufacturers do not use prototype cars so they can get away with inaccuracies. Some of y'all will have to deal with that, but you can use a similar car. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with this tag right here. What I'd like to do is grab this pencil. I'm gonna write out go and trace out some of the graffiti. So you can see just traced out the S and exclamation mark. I think is what it might be. Not all graffiti tags are the same, so it's hard to tell. Well, most graffiti tags is just something random. That's okay, you don't have to know what a graffiti tag says to copy it. So, go ahead and be right back when we're done tracing this out. Alright, so we're now back a few minutes later, and here, got the graffiti started. You can also see why we did the kind of masking off. So now we're going to do the next step, which is actually coloring it in. Now it's going to take me a few minutes to do because my white marker is crap. Actually, no, we're not at that step yet. No, we're not at the coloring it step. Next, we're going to go ahead and color the outline that we just made. This will take less time to copy the graffiti's Sharpie. It's not what it's supposed to, so I'll use this one. Alright, see right here, we got some graffiti and filled it in. Now we're not done yet. We're in fact far from done, because now we gotta outline the graffiti. So we're gonna go back to our Sharpie. Photo for reference here. And again, go back and fill that in. We're actually not far from done. I lied. But we still have a bit of work to do. Go back and touch up some of the white. Yes, we are going over some of the masking tape that's kind of why it's there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and try to stop right there. We'll go ahead and have to go back up once we get this done, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so we went and finished some of the tagging. Right there, okay, fill that in real quick. There you go. It's basically what it is. So, moving on to a few tags. These are fairly simple to do. So we'll go ahead and start off with this first tag right here. There we go. scribble tags that are located on the side of the car. So you can kind of see that. Right here. Got one more tag, I believe. It's located on the side of the car right here. So that brings us to one of these. We'll just use that. Hard to see. Copy that now. Alright, next step is to reinstall the trucks. trucks. It's much more easier. See, we'll apply that back. And the next step is to apply a clear coat before you install trucks, although this step is optional. I decided not to put a clear coat on, as the clear coat I have is a glass coat and not dull coat. You should use a dull coat, but of course I have a gloss coat. It's gonna make the car shine, and that's not necessarily what we're going after. The next step is to remove any masking tape. We're going to see how our weathering turned out. And seeing here, this was kind of unnecessary. But for some of you all, it might be. You're fading down the car and you want to get a patched look. This is a step you would do. In this case, I decided not to fade the car. Yes, you are going to lose some graffiti, but these are kind of patched cars. Here's their final product. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and have a nice day.